Hey guys, and welcome back to another Unfiltered Gamer Kickstarter card game review. Now today's game we have on the tabletop is a nice little kid-friendly game. It is called Take the Gold. Take the Gold is made by Card Lords, and it is for 2 to 6 players. It takes about 5 to 30 minutes to play, and it's for ages 8 and up. In Take the Gold, it's a very simple game where you draw 2 cards. Everybody has 2 cards face down, and on your turn you'll draw a card and play a card. Now these cards can range from players stealing a card from another player or players making somebody discard their hand, but the objective of the game is pretty simple. In the game you're going to get these little gold tokens or little gold cards, and if you can get 4 of them, you win the game. The other way it could happen is if the Kraken card is played 3 times, the game can end and the person who has the most gold wins. And I'll discuss more about that later. Very simple, very fun, very relaxing game. Let's go ahead and show you exactly what the game looks like. Alright guys, so here's Take the Gold. Fairly easy setup. It's just a single deck of cards. Everybody's going to get dealt out 2 cards. So here we go. Maybe just a 3-player game. Show you that. Great, you're done. And basically on your turn, you're going to take a card into your hand and you're going to play a card. Let me go ahead and show you what the cards are. Firstly, you have a coin. If you get 4 of these, you win the game. You just show them and you've won. You also would get something interesting like the Kraken, which will make a player discard all of the cards in their hand. However, if they happen to have a captain card, which is going to look like this, the pirate captain, you can actually play this card in response to them playing the Kraken, and that will stop the Kraken's ability. But if you actually don't think anybody has the Kraken, you can actually use this card to take another coin from another player. Other cards, which are represented by cats and dogs, are called pirates for the pirate kitties, and officers for the officer doggies. The pirates are going to let you take a card at random from your opponent's hand. And there's 1 and 2, so 1 lets you take 1 card, and 2 lets you take 2. Officers will stop that from happening as a response. 1 officer is 1, 2 officers is 2. For instance, if I played a pirate that was a kitty, my friend would stop it with his officer, or 2 pirates would stop with 2 officers. Now, if you played 2 pirates and your friend only had 1 officer, then you can only take 1 card from your opponent's hand because one of the pirate kitties has been removed, right? These are pretty much all the cards in the game. Fairly simple. So the first player, will go ahead and look at the cards in his hand, and he's going to hold on to these coins and try his best to not let anybody know. And he'll play this pirate kitty from one of the opponent's hands, and he'll take a card. And he took the pirate captain. That's a good card. And it'll be the next player's turn, and they'll take a card. And, continuing the same way, or where maybe this guy, okay, he's got 2 pirate kittens, so he can take 2 cards from somebody's hand. Let's see here. Nope. No doggies, so that person would lose 2 cards at random, right? Here we go. And there we get these. Oh, 2 coins of the 4, so they're pretty close to winning. And that's the basic idea of the game. Once one of the players gets the 4 gold coins needed to win the game, just like this, they have it in their hand, they reveal it, and the game is over. Also realize when playing the Kraken card, there's a very interesting little card here that lets you to make somebody lose all the cards in their hand. If this card doesn't get stopped by the captain 3 entire times throughout the game is over, and the person with the most coins in their hand is the winner. So that's basically the idea of how you play Take the Gold, a very simple strategic game that involves you drawing a card and playing a card until somebody gets 4 coins. Now obviously there's ways that the game can end in a tie, especially with the Kraken. If one of your opponents loses all the cards in their hand and you have 2 other players that have 2 gold coins, well then the game results in a tie. But wait, that's not all. Those 2 players will discard all the cards in their hand, they'll drop to their 2 again, and they'll start the game over until that one of them gets to 2 gold coins, and whoever gets to 2 gold coins wins. And that's the idea for the game. Very simple. Let me tell you what I think about the game. Alright, so Take the Gold by Card Lords. This game is a very simple game that's obviously for 2 or 6 players, and the more players is definitely going to be better. The artwork in the game is wonderful. I like the little artwork of the little doggies, the little cats. I've had me and my fiance play tons of these games, tons of the game, and that's the most enjoyable thing about the game is the art because it just looks so spectacular. Now, that being said, the game is not a bad game. In fact, it's a really good game for a younger audience, or for people just getting involved in the board game or card game community. It's one of those games that's very simple, just drawing a card and placing a card and doing whatever the card says. Now, given there's only probably about 7 different unique cards in the game, and a very simple strategy, which just involves getting coins and making sure people don't take the coins from your hand, given there's a lot of luck in the game involved in what cards you draw and how you play them is what makes the big difference. Yes, you can get 2 pirate doggies and stop 1 pirate kitty, and it's almost not worth it. Or you can get 1 doggy and they play 2 kitties, and you get 1 card taken away. So there is that kind of different balancing act, of course, and there's less double dogs and double cats than anything else in the game, other than I guess maybe pirates and krakens. But nevertheless, a very fun, very enjoyable, light game for a younger audience. Now, that being said, if you're an older, maybe an adult, or somebody who's looking for a more deep, thicker game that takes a little bit longer, this is definitely not the game for you. Because the games are very, very quick and they're very, very simple. There's almost a need for more in this game. Like, so if the Kickstarter comes out, I'm going to hope there's a lot of stretch goals, or at least some stretch goals that involve different cards that do a couple different things. Because while the game is just fine as is, especially for a younger audience, I played it with my little cousins, I played it with my younger, family members. They all really, really had a great time, as long as they were 12 and under. But for anybody else who's a little bit older, it might not be the game for you. Unless you've just gotten into the hobby, then I would definitely suggest Take the Gold by Cardlords. Alright guys, thanks for watching another Unfiltered Gamer Kickstarter card game review. If you liked Take the Gold and you're interested, go ahead and check out the game in the description below. Also, go ahead and check out their game Bower Boats, which I found to be an amazingly fun game. I hope to have it reviewed soon as well. And go ahead and check out our website, unfilteredgamer.com. We've got tons of board game blogs, giveaways, and our big Kickstarter list, so you can see all the board games and Kickstarters that are currently available this month without having to go through the site to look for them. As well as checking out our sponsors, everythingboardgames.com, Evos, and thegiveawaygeek.com. All 3 of them are over here, and you can go ahead and check them out. They got board game giveaways and even more blogs than my own site. Alright guys, thanks for watching another Unfiltered Gamer review. We look forward to seeing you next time.